Well, hello there. Long time no see. Just in case you're new to my channel, or maybe you just forgot, my name's Tony, and I'm gonna show you a quick, simple, easy, delicious side dish, meal, whatever you wanna call it. I just call it delicious. Now, we just came back from a 7-day cruise, and one of the stops was in Belize. Well, before I keep going any further, I'm gonna end up saying Brazil. I've tried this several times, I keep saying Brazil. So when I say Brazil, I mean Belize. I know there's a big difference, but my brain will not let me just say Belize. So like I was saying, while we were in Belize, we did the best shore excursion we've ever done. We went ziplining through the rainforest, we went tubing through Mayan caves, and then they took us to this little hut restaurant type place. And there, I had some of the best food I've ever had. They had stewed chicken, they had some coleslaw, but my favorite thing out of all of it was the Belizean rice and beans. It was so good. I was like, when I get home, I have to replicate this. And if I can do it good enough, show it to you. Well, guess what? I did, and now I'm gonna show it to you. Now, instead of using the stewed chicken, I went ahead and took one chicken breast and chopped it up bite-sized. I preheated the Ninja Foodi so it's nice and hot, and I need olive oil. So let me grab that real quick. Oh, there it is. We're gonna put about a tablespoon in there. And let's drop that chicken in. Now, we're not cooking the chicken all the way through. We're just gonna kind of get it a little brown on all sides. Well, whitish brown. Let's give it a stir. Shouldn't take very long at all. Let's hit it with a little salt and pepper. I'm getting lazy in my old age. Now, what makes this different than other rice and bean recipes is this. They use coconut milk. When I was talking to her, she's like, oh, put coconut milk in it, not chicken broth. The coconut milk gives it an island flair. I was like, well, I hope it doesn't taste like pina colada rice or something, because that could be kind of weird. And she's like, no, it's very subtle. It'll give it just a little hint of coconut, and she's like, trust me, you'll love it. Guess what? I love it. All right, all the ingredients are gonna be listed in the box below. So if you don't catch anything that I'm doing, just read the comment box below, and it'll all be there for you. Let me put this back in the fridge now, because I still have a little bit in there. And what you're gonna need is 1 cup of coconut milk, 1 can of red beans, rinsed and drained. I chopped up some fresh cilantro, goes in after it's cooked. I love cilantro, so I use about 2 tablespoons, but if you don't like it, don't put it in there. I know a lot of people say it tastes like soap. I'm one of the people that love it. 1 huge tablespoon of minced garlic, a tablespoon of garlic powder. See a theme here? Garlic. 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a tablespoon of cumin, ground cumin. That gives it that nice earthy flavor. A teaspoon of thyme, and salt and pepper. That's it. You don't have to put the chicken in if you don't want to. Use it as a side dish. But instead of the stewed chicken, I'm putting this chicken in, and trust me, you won't believe, hey, I said it right, you won't believe how good it tastes. Let's go ahead and drop that garlic in. You don't want to overcook the garlic because it gets bitter, so we just want to get in there and start flavoring up the oil a little bit, coating that chicken. Let that go just a little bit longer, but you see the color of it? It's not pink anymore. That means it's perfect. All right, let's drop in the rest of the seasoning. Let's stir it up, get all those flavors working together, and bam, it already smells great. All right, let's turn it off. Let's put in that coconut milk. And I'm using regular coconut milk, not the unsweetened or anything like that, just straight up coconut milk. Let's stir it up. Let's turn that coconut milk kind of brown color. Get all those flavors mixing together. Now you need 1 cup of white rice that you rinse off, get all the starch off of it. So that's why I use this colander. It's a rice colander. See, it has holes in it in the bottom. See, look, see all the water coming out the bottom? Use that, get all the starch. You don't want the water to be milky or anything. Get it all out of there. I love this thing, by the way. So if you like or need a rice colander, I'll leave a link in the box below. Let's drop that in there. Let's try to get the rice in there and not all over the floor. Let's give that a stir. Let's drop in those beans. Let's give that a stir. Now we're going to close the lid and we're going to pressure cook on high for 4 minutes with a 10-minute release. And that was it. So now while you're waiting, go ahead and get a piece. I got a French loaf bread. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to throw it in the Ninja oven thingy. I'm going to put them cut side down. I'm going to not toast, but I'm going to use the bagel setting with 2 slices at shade 4. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. If not, stick it in the oven at 350, put some butter on it. Let's crisp up that bread. And also while you're waiting, go ahead and hit that button down there and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring the bell, bing, so you know when all my new videos come out. And you know what else you can do? Come on over on our Facebook page. It's the Ninja Foodi Instapot Universe. And there we share all of our tips, tricks, recipes, pictures, all that good stuff. So come on over and check it out. Drop in your favorite recipe or learn a new one. Hey, you can't beat it. It's free. All right, the timer went off. The little pin dropped. So let's open this carefully. Do it from this side because that steam releases and you can burn yourself. Oh yeah, that smells good. So what I like to do, I like salt. So I'm putting a little extra salt in there. A little extra pepper. Now I'm going to give it a stir. Wow, smells so good. Let's go ahead and drop that cilantro in there. Now, do what you're supposed to do. Give it a little try. Hey, bread's ready. Give it a little try and see if you need to add anything else. Some more salt, pepper, maybe a little more ground cumin if you like that flavor in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. See that poker face? Is it good? Is it not? Tune in next time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna add a little more ground cumin. Again, I really love the flavor of that, so maybe a little bit more salt and pepper. Now, the way they eat it in Belize is they get their favorite hot sauce and they put some hot sauce in it. You don't want to do that, you don't have to. Just kind of kicks up the flavor. All right. Let's go ahead and scoop some onto our plate. Whoops. Doesn't that look delicious? Get out the fancy china and let's get some bread. And like I was saying, I took the loaf, cut it in half. I put this side down on the grate and I do bagel setting 4. No, 2 slices, shade 4. That way the top's a little crispy, the inside, this part's a little crispy, but the inside's still nice and gooey. I'm gonna throw some butter on that, but first, let's try it. All right. Nailed it. Oh, man. Yes, that tastes delicious. Let's see how that chicken is, if it's nice and tender. Oh yeah. So much flavor. Again, just with this chicken in there, you have a perfect one-pot meal. Or if you want to put it with something else, like if you're gonna do like a pork chop or anything like that, don't put the chicken in it, just use it as a side. You won't be sorry. And no, it does not taste like pina colada rice. It has a little bitty hint of coconut to it, just, I mean, ever so slight. And it just tastes like I'm back in Belize. I'm gonna butter that bread, finish this off. So I got one question for you. Are you hungry? Good, let's eat. Believe me, it's delicious. Just to let you know, when I put in the thyme, it also had a little bit of oregano in it. I forgot to say oregano. Again, all the ingredients will be listed below, but there was a little bit of oregano and a little bit of thyme.